Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us. We're back, we're live, we're loud, guys. We had a great morning show with all the members there. I've just actually realised I've still put a wee light on. But I think we'll do okay. Lighting looks okay for where we're at the moment. But we had a great show this morning, guys, and I was meant to just come on and record Road to Glory and do my normal bit, but I thought, why don't we do it together? So I've smashed the record button. If you don't catch the entire show, we will be doing giveaways and stuff like that. I've got a feeling we're going to be getting there today because we've got some key strategy stuff that you guys that are joining us live in the live chat can get involved with, make decisions with, and, you know, the way I think, you know, the conversation is going to go today, because I'm obviously leading it, you know, it'll be some good stuff for interacting on the stream today. So if you have found us across social media, if you're joining us live and loud, please do interact. It just helps the internet know that we're here and we're all having a great time and we're getting down with some Sorare action itself. I've put posts out across YouTube. I actually went on to Reddit today, guys, and I've got a real problem with Reddit. Is any long-standing supporters of the channel will know Reddit is a pain in my life. I don't know, I don't understand it. Anyway, I made a new Reddit account for the Sorare TV channel. If you haven't caught out Sorare TV, you're missing out big time. Some of the best, if not the best, Sorare content is over there on a weekly basis at the moment. Everything from budget players, MLS stuff, some Champ Euro draft stuff, and some other stuff in the works coming as well. I'm going to be recording a really exciting video on Friday probably, which will be really good. That will go on the channel as well, probably for the Monday and stuff. So anyway, it's a really good channel. Make sure to check it out. Anyway, it's now got its own Reddit page. And I'm hoping that maybe it's a clean account or something. I don't know what the script is with Reddit, but I thought it's a fresh start. So anyway, posted today's stream on the Sorare TV Reddit. If you are on Reddit, please jump over there and give it a follow. It is just Sorare TV. I think the only capital letter is the S. And if you're on Reddit, you should know, you'll know more about it than I will. But follow it or subscribe to it or whatever it is you do on Reddit. You'll see the post for today as well. If you could smash a wee upvote and drop a wee comment on it as well, goes a long way to supporting the channel. You've got no idea. We've also did a little tweet. So again, if you're on Twitter at Quinny3001, feel free to drop us a wee follow and drop a wee retweet and a like and all that good stuff, guys. And if you are on YouTube, the first thing that YouTube wants to know when you're in the stream is if you're having a good time. And the way YouTube understands if you're having a good time is all the interactions in the live chat and you dropping those little rainbow like buttons, the little thumbs ups. So at any point in the stream today, if you want to interact, get in the live chat. I want you to do that. Get involved. Let your thoughts be known. You don't necessarily get into big, deep conversations. Some of the guys in the live chat love that. Some people love to just drop a wee comment, add their flavour into the conversation. And today, guys, the conversation is going to be centered around beginner strategy, because on the Road to Glory series, we are firmly in the beginner's shoes with building our first limited squads. What tactics are we deploying? What do we know about the divisions that were coming? The divisions have arrived. We've assessed and laid the land. We've still brought in some more recruits with the market moving the way the market moves. And would you cry it? We're now at a point where some decisions need to be made, and this is where Sorare gets fun. This is where you're thinking about your club quite often, and it's like, oh, what about this guy? And oh, can I really rely on him? And oh, if only I could get a. And when you're having those types of conversations, that is when I'm the most connected with the game. I'm the most up for diving into the market and getting stuck into it. And when we look at, I'll come into the live chat, and we'll get fist bumps, and we'll get acquainted with everyone as we get into the stream today as well, of course. But there's a bunch of these live and loud here already. Great amount of these are on the like button already. So you're having a good time, good to see. And there's a bunch of yous in the live chat as well. Sorry, I'm just seeing some of the chat going off. I've got some heroes again here, so I'm just pleased to see you. So there's some of you in here right rapid as soon as I booked the stream on, because that was a kind of last minute decision to go live. Sam D, and the very first person, you're actually just chopped off the screen and I cannot find you now. But fist bumps to both of you guys. I gave you a fist bump earlier in the comment section. But Yuri Filkov, good to see you. Grant Smith, Sam Egan, Sebastian Hansen, Lloyd, David McCott. You get and Charlie Dunbar, Edward, you guys were all in pre-intro, so love to see you guys getting involved nice and early. And Germ Sorare, Quinny, what would you say for scarcity trading on multiples? This is a great beginner kind of question, I suppose, because although vastly we all assume and think about beginners as like starting with like a fiver or something like that, that's very true. But some people come in with a couple more quid and they fancy getting a wee red or a wee blue or something, maybe get a yellow a little bit quickly. And Jerem is asking a great question here. What do you think the multiples are on the scarcity? So in terms of pricing, now the example he's got in the comment here is SRs are about 3x rares. How do you value uniques? So it's one of these metrics. It's never really properly written in stone, is it? But it's one of these things that kind of moves with the market. And everyone kind of collectively decides. I remember it was like 4x rare, 5x rare on super rare. I think those still apply on quality. So if it's high-end U23, maybe up to 5x is probably on the cards. And that kind of thing, mate. And when it comes to uniques, it is really, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It really is. It's such a small market in terms of like how many, like I've had my first unique, I've actually went on and sold them now, the Dennis Suarez. We've traded them around to get, oh, fantastic, guys. Fantastic. I'm going to have to just edit the title of the stream a little bit because Sorare has just dropped the Club Shop 2.0. Club Shop 2.0. If you are interacting with any of the stuff we've put out on social media, guys, if you could let it be known that we are going to be covering that. I may actually just put that at the beginning of the title. Just so we'll probably run with that first of all, and then because this is a big part of what I wanted to cover today. Is not that I wanted to cover it necessarily. I'll just change that to RTG. There we go. Because I noticed that the wallet thing had actually updated on the site yesterday or this morning or something. So if we go over to it now, I'll go and check out the announcement. We'll read through it together. I'm sure it'll be good fun. But yeah, the balance here, it's got the nice little rainbow thing around it, and yeah, that all kind of changed. But yeah, I've just had the notification, the 2.0s here. So I've not read this. This is proper live react, guys. Let's just throw me over here so that we can see this a bit better. And we'll zoom in. We love to magnify on the channel. We want to see everything nice and clear. There we go. We're excited to announce a new Sorare Football Club Shop experience. Starting game week 351, that's this weekend. Managers can win coins, Sorare's in-game currency, by performing well in fantasy comps or completing gameplay challenges. Managers can use coins in the club shop to redeem a range of new rewards. Coins which cannot be bought, sold, or redeemed for cash or ETH are a fun and important part of the Sorare club building experience. Coins are earned in addition to competition rewards such as cards, tickets, VIP experiences, etc., signed merch, and all that fun stuff. Please note, current club shop badges and banners will remain available to be redeemed through Friday, March 3rd. It was the M that got me. 1 p.m. and 7 a.m. whatever. When we will roll out the new badges and banners so you can further build your club identity and stand out from the competition. And over the coming weeks, we will introduce new items to the club shop, including jerseys, signed kits, tickets, merch, skins, data memberships, gameplay strategy items to improve your Sorare team. Oh, now I have got a feeling I know what this. I've got a feeling we were all drunk in London and we were all talking about some stuff and some quality ideas came out. Monkey's in the house. I've seen him in the chat. He maybe knows what I'm referring to. But guys, that could be, by the way, this could be saucy. This could be saucy. Our first gameplay item reward called Boosts will allow you to instantly level up cards for extra bonus points, increase the number of training teams you can line up, and much more. Boosts will be available and explained in more detail in the coming weeks. We have many more boosts in the works and looking forward to rolling these out. Maybe the ones that are now in the works are the seeds of the idea that maybe came out from that drunken escapades in North London, whereas they maybe had stuff that were already worked on and had refined. Please note that when we launch the new banners and badges on Friday, your coin balance will be modified to reflect the new model. Until then, you can use your existing coins to acquire existing banners and badges. Note, we will also temporarily remove the achievements page. Coins will no longer be earned through achievements until we relaunch this feature in a new format in the future. Here's the timeline. Wednesday, okay, today. Club shops available, featuring pre-existing banners and badges until Friday. Coin rewards are visible in the prize pool as of now. Awesome. We'll go and check that out. Friday, banners and badges removed. Old stuff is gone. Achievements page is gone. Balances are reduced in line with the new economy for this little thing. Club shop under maintenance and unavailable on Friday. Early doors, Friday afternoon, lunchtime, end of day. New first wave of new stuff available for purchase. Tuesday, first coin rewards claimed. And in mid-March, first new boosts available. Awesome, right? So a very clear timeline. I think we like that, don't we? I can get behind that for sure. Please note, we plan to celebrate and thank managers who are key parts of the Sorare legacy and joined before the most recent gameplay updates surrounding common cards. Commons, guys. Common love, yo. All about that common love. We'll share more in the next club shop update. Sorry, I'm just laughing at common love. Vision and guys, this is a comprehensive bit of comms, isn't it? The updated club shop experience is designed to provide enhanced strategy and personalization while offering an engaging metagame. The club shop and coins revamp is not meant to replace overall rewards, nor have any impact on the current market. We recognise the Sorare football experience has changed over the past few months, and while we're excited that the new features and enhancements will provide a more strategic, streamlined manager experience, we understand the need for clear communication with our community. With that in mind, we'll share an updated roadmap in the coming months. We are committed to continue building Sorare together with our managers. 7 minutes ago. Lovely, guys. I think we're right on the breaking news there, the Sorare Club Shop 2.0. So, do we have anything actually on site that we can actually go and check out? Is the shop available in this here? And I'm just going to go to home overview. I'll zoom out a bit because I'm mega zoomed in just to read that with you guys. So let's see. Let's click on the coins. This takes us to the shop. Yes, I was actually looking at this the other day and I'm like, this looks naff anyway. I'm not pining for any of this at all. A couple I own because I think there were like 3 or something. I think everyone got them. But otherwise, yeah, could not care less about any of these that I don't have. And I think everyone, like, I don't know, everyone has just always had the ones they wanted and then just kept their balance. So how many, yeah, how are coins won? Yeah, so do I have any challenges that I'm like on the verge of? Let's have a look, start, or maybe should I, yeah. At the end of each game week, oh, okay, so this is stuff we've been told, basically. But now it's just here now, so then that's there. They don't need to do it later, basically. Where are the challenges? Is it the achievements page then? So home, achievements. Excellent. So this is going to go away. 10 cards of the same player. No, probably not going to get that over for 3,000, 9,000. What's this? 100 different players with the same nationality. Nope, not going to do that. Yeah, there'll be some people that'll have all this maxed out. I've not quite got it maxed out. And I'm nowhere childhood club. What is my childhood club on this? Is it Celtic? Legit? Because Celtic, I don't know if that was a possibility. I probably did just pick Celtic because back when I started, that wasn't even really thought of as a opening strategy. You know, change your favourite to get better commons. So yeah, I think I'm kind of done with these, and that's fine. This page will be gone. Oh, that's okay. This is the achievements page. I was more thinking, like some of this stuff that it just gave us, like they were going to revamp it and like replace it, perhaps. And I was like, oh, we just got that, but it's not this. This will be staying. Awesome. Right, so I'll just awesome. Right. Where were we, guys? Let me know your thoughts on all that. Of course, I'm going to come back into the live chat, see what you guys are thinking and saying. Oh, I've got an offer. I can't take. I can't take. I don't know. I'll come back to Common Merchant. I think trying to donate some cards. We'll see what we get on with, okay, guys? Because we do have a lot to get through. That Club Shop 2.0. Because so anyway, I'll come into the live chat in a second and get all your thoughts and feelings on that, okay? But when I was preparing for the stream today and thinking about some of the stuff we were going to talk about, the fact that this was illuminated, I was expecting the announcement to be imminent. And it's one of those things where this will be... so we've got this in the prize pools, right? So let's go and look at the prize pools now as well, because I'd be very interested to see where they're dished out, right? There don't seem to be... there's no visual representation as far as I can see for what divisions they're in. They might be in every division. They might be in just the beginner divisions. Right, okay, cool. So we get a threshold kind of element of the game here. And the amateur division, this is for Bundesliga. I'm going to say it's a safe assumption that's across the board for all the common divisions. And the 240 semi-pros, do we have it there? Prize pool, semi-pro. We do. In a threshold kind of manner again. We do. So let's see. The big amount is 200 coins, right? So let's think about it. If you're going to get something really good, like obviously breaking 350 is quite an achievement in some circles. It may be argued. So let's say if you're breaking 350 and getting 200, how many of them would they want you to gather before they would let you redeem, I don't know, a match ticket or something? That will be very interesting to see. So that's available in the semi-pro division where you can play 1 limited and 4 commons. The pro division, which is 4 limiteds and 1 common. Again, in the divisions, again, threshold situation again. Now, the beautiful thing about this part of the system, right? Bundesliga Pro, Premier League, Serie A, the pro divisions, the semi-pro, and the common. Your commons are multi-use, you know, so the same commons that you're going to play. And I'm just going to do Serie A because I know I've got Kostic, right? So for Serie A, I can go Mignan, Murisic, used in another lineup, maybe it's Kostic. I don't know. Well, why is Kostic not here? Have Juve not got a game? Oh, Jesus Christ. But anyway, you can go and pick the full team here. That's fine. Captain him. I've not even looked at the fixtures. That's not my team. I might even have swaps and stuff to do. Ignore that for a quality of game, right? But then when we go to Serie A semi-pro, as most of you guys will know already, where the hell is it? You can... There it is there. Locked. Okay, I can't use it because I've got too many cards. But you can use the commons again. And in the 270 Serie A, I should have access to that. Serie A Pro. I can register a team for this. So again, as you can see, all those commons I just selected are again available for selection. So we get multi-use out of them. There's 3 thresholds on the cards now for all those divisions. I've not even looked at the main limited divisions yet. But even at this stage of the game, these base limiteds, you could even just focus on Serie A, on the Bundesliga, on La Liga, whatever. And then you're kind of like, you're earning, you're saving up towards like getting a ticket and stuff like that. And when you factor in thresholds and when you factor in like all-star cash prize pots, like this is a game that's made for fans. This is a game that is made for real fans that really like football, really like their teams, and just want to live it. You know what I mean? Just want to live being a football fan, going to games, saving up for stuff, you know, buying cards cheap, churning away, earning these coins and all the rest of it. You know, I think this is quality. Let's see in the general cap modes, okay? So 240, in the prize pool, do we have it here? We do. Is this something we're going to see all the way throughout the limited division, I wonder? So 220, We should have it here. I'd be surprised if we didn't. Yep, okay. Seems to be all there. 270. The big division, which is just meant to be for the big boys, it's there as well. But, oh, that's the first time I've seen a bigger amount than 200. That was 4. What was 240? I'm maybe not paying attention there. No, it's the same 200. So that's the first division. 270 limited, where it takes a real jump up. It goes up to 400. I wonder if the regions will have it then. So region have it as well, but it's 200. Oh, wow. So 270 is where they're trying to send you. I wonder if the regions differ. So I'm just going to look at Asia, because if one was going to be lower, it would be Asia, and it's the same. Okay, so you can earn the same amount of coins out of Asia, if that's your aim, than you can from Challenge or Champion, Euro, whatever. So that's an interesting strategy, potentially. Legends Challenge. Would it be in Legends as well? It's not. Okay, that's fine. Just hey, who cares, I guess. Second division. Not checked All-Star yet, but it's a safe assumption it's there. But I'm just interested to see how much it is. Under 23s. Yep, it's all there, all the way for 200. But then let's check All-Star, the big one, right? So what is All-Star Limited? It should have it, undoubtedly. And it's at 200 as well. Wow, so cap 270 is the big payout for that. It's a double week, basically, of 400 coins if you break the 350 mark. So if you're into whatever's going to come into that club shop, that cap 270 division could be very valuable. Let's see if it's in rare. Let's see if it's in rare, because it could be. It is, and it's 400 here. Wow, Jesus. Is it going to be 400 across the board at rare level? And I wonder what, oh my God, is this going to scale all the way up the platform? 400 at rare as well. Right, let's see 270. It's a safe assumption a lot of this is scaled to an extent. 400, okay, so that's the max payout at rare, it would seem. If there is going to be a bigger payout, it's more than likely going to be All-Star Rare Pro. I will check out Rare Kickoff, but because you never know. 400 again, that is the max payout we've got to this point. What was the other one I just said there? Kickoff? Just because you never know. You never know. It's a mixed division. Yeah, it's 400 as well. So again, if you're playing that division, that's another side bonus. But this is... Let's see how many coins you get up here. 800. Oh, wow. 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 I cannot wait to see the actual prices of stuff, because that is cap 270. Let's check that. 800 as well. Oh, jumping Jesus, by the way. They can't... Would a ticket... Would one match ticket be 800? Maybe like a general. It can't be that cheap, surely, because it'd be. Nah, it can't be that. I don't know. What is your guesses, guys? Let me know what your guesses are for how much you would need to save up for something decent based on what we've seen so far. I think it's quite a safe assumption that 800 is probably the maximum here. Let's have a look at All-Star Unique and see what's going on up there. 1200. Wow, for the top payout on that. So I wonder if that would be enough, because that's a unique, you know, if you're smashing uniques out 350 plus points. I suppose this will have multipliers on it because it's the All-Star division. Let's check 270. Does that get a bigger boost? 1200 again. Okay. And then what about these special weeklies? I wonder if they're maybe in there. Are they maybe even in training, by the way? No, they're not in here. That's fine. That is what it is. Training. No, I don't think there's any reward pools in training, is there? Interesting, guys. I'm definitely coming into the live chat now, because I need to see and hear from you, and then we'll actually get into what we're meant to be going through today. But I think that's a very interesting development, and even yielding those coins, farming those coins is a strategy now, that if you're playing with limiteds, like I say, if you're going to be not if you're going to be a proper fan, like I'm telling people to do something, or it's like a thing where if you don't do it, you're not, or anything, but I'm just saying, like, that's how I was starting today with like a fiver in my pocket. That's exactly what I'd be thinking, is I can play this game, have some fun, really engage with the football the way I love doing or I have loved doing in other games and other platforms. And even if I don't win thresholds and money and stuff, I earn these little coins, and I can save up for like a Premier League ticket eventually, or a signed shirt, or anything that let's see what they have, man. You know, I'm really excited to see what goes in there and the prices of stuff, you know. So it will be exciting. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in the live chat I need to catch up with, guys. But let me know your thoughts and feelings on all that good stuff. So yeah, where did we leave off with? Jeremy, wasn't it? Cryptic Mick, good to see you. Oh, the chat just ran away from me there. Where are we? Cryptic Mick, Jonathan Gargi, Red Devil, Mike Basson, Joe Ducey, Sorare Holland, Etienne Cairns, Mini Me, Shoshik, good to see you. Stind Bear, SR Monkey, one of the heroes of the Road to Glory series as well, of course. Welcome to the show today, buddy. Good to see you back on. And I loved your suggestions and comments on last week. How much is the gallery now valued at? So that's a great point, mate. So the limiteds at the moment, are, I don't know if they've, I can't even remember really, because obviously I've got some legacy cards here, but the limiteds in our are at 0.175 at the moment. We've only got, how many have we got here? 12. Now, that's part of the problem and part of the strategy chat I was wanting to have with you guys today is the count, okay? Because as I look at this team and I look at the prize pools here for limited, etc., like Cap 240 is fun and all the rest of it, but I think we've actually got the minerals for the remainder of the European season at the weekends to be playing All-Star Limited with a bit of veracity. So when I looked at this, I thought, well, Etienne Vassin, he is plug in and play. We've seen that. We've had him in the club now for like 3 game weeks. And fair enough against Ajax, he gets stuffed, right? But this is what we're expecting and this is what we're getting out of him, you know? Solid scoring goalkeeper. No two ways about it. No frills, no argument there. But you know, doesn't let you down. Even against PSV, hey, if he does 40, I'm never going to hold that against him. But him, Ferro, Hatate, Was, and then flipping between Magno and Abada, depending on fixture and form and whatever. I would just put Magno in here for the XP and Was, like I mentioned a second ago. That is a beast All-Star Limited team that I think we could run almost plug-and-play effort most game weeks, because when you look at the layer behind that, we've got Deliver, we've got Nemeka, we've got Eze, Kasan Wurjo, Kostic, Tony, and also mentioned the Abada there. So I think Kostic is very much worth keeping. I will be keeping him and Tony, of course, because they're legacy cards. I'm keeping them in the club. Abada's very much not changed the situation or anything like that. It's very much worth keeping to rotate in on fixture and form, like I mentioned. But Kasan Wurjo, transferring to Feyenoord. Eze is fine. Hey, I don't mind Eze at all. Felix Nemeka, I feel the same about. I'm not too fussed. And Deliver, again, great quality card. Solid defender. If Ferro didn't have a good fixture or whatever, Deliver is solid as a rock as well since we've brought him in. So no qualms or problems with any of these 4 guys. But if I was to relieve the club of these 4 guys, it would then bring us into 8 limiteds. And that would give us the space to acquire 2 more limiteds that obviously we would have Kostic. But again, we could think in looking at that semi-pro division. But we would have here, as you can see, we've got a Challenger Euro team here with a MLS forward and Talis Magno. We can also play Abada if we need to on fixture and form and fitness, like I mentioned. But none of these guys would ever get into semi-pro anyway. I'm not going to be selling Hatate. Was is a great pickup. Ferro's a great pickup. Vassin is a great pickup. We've got a great road to glory All-Star Limited team here, I think. Yes, we could try and mess around with the pieces we've got. And try and still play around in cap 270 and even 240 or whatever. We can still do that, right? But I do think with the power that we've probably got in these guys, like, even if I'm in 270 then now, we could fit them all in actually. Okay, interesting. So what I was thinking is, yeah, is just running them an All-Star. Maybe 270, this could be a better home for this team, in fact. Interesting. Well, that was the first poll I was going to do anyway, so let's just do the poll, right? What do you guys think the main division? Now, we can play any division on any given game week. I'm not saying we won't be playing other divisions, right? But what should be, in your opinion, our priority division, right? So we've now got these coins that we want to be pulling out. They come out at rare level in limited 270. So that's an interesting detail. We get access to XP and captain bonuses in 270 as well as what Sorare call the best card rewards. But we don't get any, we don't get any financial. Who gives a fuck? I'm not giving that stuff away anyway. So you guys don't care. So that's fine. So what division do we make our priority to prioritize? Right, I'll put that poll up and then that gives me breathing space to come into the chat and say hi to everyone and all that good stuff. Right, so we've got All-Star Limited, which was my kind of gut feeling coming into this. We get cap 270 fallen, because if cap 270, if we can't make a good 270 team, we can this week quite clearly. But if the cap goes against us or the fixtures go against us, this does not work as an All-Star team, is my point, So so if it is going to be aimed at cap 270, it needs to be able to fall back into cap 240 as the kind of strategy bracket we're kind of dealing with the squad in. And then what was the other option? Was it just between those two then, really? I think that's probably what we should just leave it as a 50-50. I would put other. And then, can we put other? What other one? Let me see what you guys are actually saying, because you guys are like 30 seconds behind me, so let me catch up with everyone. Full Celtic stack for Sorare Holland. What competition should you enter? Depends, mate. It really depends. Challenger's probably going to be overlooked. Depends on your XP. All-Star might not be worth your while, because if you're against legacy Celtic cards that are just going to out XP you in All-Star, if you can squeeze it into 240 somehow, depending on who you've got, that could be sick, but it's probably not likely. But you need like an Abada and maybe an Haksabanovic or a O'Reilly or something. What can you buy with the coins? Oh, excellent. You guys are all just I'm catching up with all you guys going through all the coin stuff. So yeah, can you give an opinion on... let's go back to this. Sorry, guys. Desperate to get back to 180 training teams. Yeah, so we can add in extra training teams. That's an interesting part of it as well. Let me get this poll sources, but cap 270 and 240. All-Star. I think, yeah, it's just a 50-50 option there, isn't it? Ask community. Let's get rid of that option. Maybe that's glitching us. There we go. Ask community. I think I've misspelled prioritise. Sorry, guys, if I have. But yeah, I'll have that open for, let's say, 5-10 minutes or something. There's like 100 of you here. Only 32 of you have liked the stream, guys. Please do smash the like button. I'm going to be doing a giveaway probably of some of these cards we may be shedding ourselves of. Let's see how the stream progresses. And we do obviously have fresh Road to Glory stuff to be going through. We went through the capped, the Club Shop 2.0 already. And now we're at the stage of thinking, now that we're at this key point of the season, it's the 1st of March, we're at the last kind of, the last quarter worth of European football. We've got March, April, May, and then European football is basically finished. I know some games, some seasons wrap up, like just the way the calendar falls, it's like the 2nd to the 5th of June or something like that, but for all intents and purposes, March, April, May are the last 3 months of European football. So this is the last time for this until the summer where the prize pools are going to be as big as ever, because when all the European teams go away, the payouts in All-Star, Under-23, cap modes are all going to significantly decrease, because the rewards are based on things like eligible players being deployed in the game week, are available for rewards, etc. So this is a period that we want to maximise any win potential that we have with our cards. We don't want to miss out on any good fixtures. We don't want to miss out on peak scores. And with all the new stuff Sorare's rolling out, we want to get our hands on everything we possibly can for as long as we can. That is the strategy here at the Road to Glory series. If you were starting out, that is exactly the sort of mindset you should have, with a degree of realism, of course, in terms of timeline on execution and level of what is deemed success or whatever. If that makes sense. But yeah, that's basically where we're at. So I really like this as like a base 5 to just run it All-Star. Hey, 270, it does fit as well. Could we go after 270 this week with a team like this? We definitely, yeah, we could still even do this week. It doesn't matter, because it does fit under huge XP as well on Magno. Was is doing good for a discontinued card out of season already. And same with Hatate and Ferro has still got, these guys have got bonus to catch up on. So if they have big weeks, we could have them by the end of March. So these guys could be same as Magno, looking at like 11% or so. And if we had that defense base up at 10% plus, along with Hatate at probably 7 or 8% by that stage, maybe Was could be at 9.5. This could be an OP team to be running out for the Road to Glory series. And it is like quality all across the board. And it's such a, and I was saying this to a friend, I won't name him in case he doesn't want names, but like, there is so much variety and so much options now that any of these old cheat code cards that you maybe feel a wee bit dirty about picking up because it's like, oh, it's a wee bit cheating. It's kind of like the obvious guy that's a killer, in terms of the SO5 arena. I don't think that exists really anymore, because there is so much choice. If you do pick a guy, even though he is a killer, you need killers in your team. And if you're picking him to be your killer, then I think now more than ever, the actual individuals that you have in your Sorare gallery really do say a lot about the football you watch, football you like, and what you appreciate about football, and the strategy you're taking with your Sorare teams, So never be shy with who you actually like. And like you see on my channel, I don't give a... I'll go and get whoever I want. If I want a guy, I'll go and get him, I'll do my bloody best at the very least, So yeah, love to see it. I'm quite excited for the coins, by the way. Boosts aren't really pay to win, though, since you cannot buy them with ETH and money. Yeah. Trim says, oh yeah, Ferro is in bad shape, and Hajduk in general, but you got it. At what stage do you think an account is ready to tackle the rare kickoff? John H, that's a great question. For the rare kickoff, or for any kickoff division, right? forget the color of the cards, right? Because the only kickoff division I'm playing, and I can relate because it's the same thing. It scales up and down the platform, right? But let's have a look at the rewards for rare kickoff, right? Because it's probably much better. It is. It's infinitely better. It's 37 cards. We're also getting a lot of these coins in here now as well, by the way. So in terms of tackling this, right, particularly with rares, I think you've got a great opportunity to win some really fun cards. It's unfortunate that you don't get to the fun level until it's top 7. But tier 3s, depending on the time of year, like, you know, you can get some good quality. There's a lot of D2 cards coming out there now. And I think once the D2 rewards kind of wash away, the tier 3 quality in general throughout the European rewards that are available will probably go up in terms of like recognizability, general market value, that kind of thing. But again, it is you need to bear that in mind, is like, what are you really achieving here by playing this division? Immediately, not very much. Hit and hope cards. Let's have a look at what's actually in the pool. Okay. Now, I'm not familiar with any of these. Mopai. That would be a quality win if you got Neil Mopai. Tuba would be great. Cambiasso would be great. For a tier 3 out of this division, Remo Fruler would be a lot of fun. Ali So would definitely be good to win out of this division, as would be Kalasinac, William Carvalho, International, Michael Antonio. This is actually a decent pool, you know, but it's getting to the top 30. Let's see how many entrants we have at the moment. We're currently on Wednesday, and a lot of people do enter quite quickly. 1,200. Pardon me. Let's say that's around about competitive level, because if you've got a competitive team, you've probably drafted it now. Anyone who has competitive teams, there probably is some stragglers out there with life commitments and just being habitual. This is the day I do my team or whatever. Maybe they do it with the deadline live stream here on the channel with me and Harry Boy. So, you know, it's not an exact science, but let's say give or take around that number is probably the competitive teams. Maybe even 1,000. Let's be generous. To win 37 cards, it's like a 3.7% chance. It's just not that exciting. It's not a division I would rush into. I think it's more a division that if you can operate in this by accident on occasion, that's the way to go about it, because that's basically becoming like. But I'm really excited about Unique Kickoff. There's 32 entrants in here, and as you can see, with the quality of gallery I've got, I can also rotate Edward, and I could play Mulgrew in defence, for example. And play somebody up front. But I've not got a goalkeeper at the moment, and it's like, if I did get a goalkeeper, this is the main division it would transform or activate, or whatever you want to think of it as. Has Nemeka been back getting minutes? Not really, that's frustrating. Cunha's out injured, I believe. Can someone tell me about that, actually? And Tony's playing Celtic, so I really wouldn't want to play Tony in this, because I can't see him scoring more than, you know, start with 35, and then, what does he get now? Tony will probably get between 33, 36 if he doesn't score or get a decisive, which obviously against Celtic, you know, I can't really root for that. Sorry, pal. But I can't. So, anyway, point being, if I go out and get a goalkeeper to activate this, it's the same situation as you, scale-wise, importance-wise, whatever. You maybe need a limited goalkeeper to also facilitate this division. You know, that does come into the thinking also. And then it's like, what's it? Oh, there's coins in here. Oh, nice. I'm interested in that. That's good. But again, when I look at this, it's like, okay, maybe one or two of these would be kind of fun to win. Like the O'Toole, Hattabor would be fun, because he is a fun guy. Hugo Guillamon. There's some guys in here that are fun, but it's not like, oh my god, I have to win these uniques. I have to go and get a goalkeeper to make sure, and I need to make sure I've got a defender, because I'm at Tierney, because Jack Hendry got injured last weekend. And again, if you're playing kickoff, that's the kind of level it should be at for you, that if it falls together, hey, I've got some pieces that can, let's go for it and let's have a shot. But I don't think the prize pools are that great where it's like, oh, let's really build the strategy. I think it's more that that kind of holding yourself back on the scarcity. I think it only really applies at limited level, because I think once you're getting the realm of rare kickoff, I think you should be in that kind of zone like I was explaining just now. But the first place you'll be going to thereafter is cap 220, where again you can play unlimited alongside 4 rares. And again, that will probably be a limited goalkeeper that you play in here. And acquiring a limited goalkeeper to make this division happen so it's more like you're not really aiming for rare kickoff. See, if you want to play a rare kickoff, you actually need to be thinking about eventually playing this, because that's the only point of playing rare kickoff, is if eventually with some of the scrappy rares you pick up along the way, maybe you win one or two, maybe you buy one on the cheap, whatever goes on, this is generally the division you would be aiming to move into. And then at this point, hey, your top 460 will get access to tier 3 rares, which is basically what you're looking at fighting for in kickoff rare anyway, but it's just a much bigger success rate opportunity. And if you did peek into the better cards, hey, there's more tier 1s available for you. And tier 1s is a very, like, I've built my club on winning tier 1s. Like, a lot of my best wins are tier 1s and tier 2s for me. And again, I've said this on plenty of beginner content before, but those are fantastic prize pools to specifically target. Like, everyone wants to finish in the stars, of course they do. But if you can find a fat tier 2 section, maybe it's a region, maybe, but now because of the way the arena's built, it's a cap division, whatever, then that's a good one to aim for. And then if like your team goes a bit better than expected, you're catching into maybe a big tier 1 pool. And again, depends on how you're identifying it. So getting a tier 1 rare at the top of this, if it is a good tier 1 rare, that's a worthwhile victory, because some good, like, look at that, Frankie de Jong. Imagine you won a Frankie de Jong with a limited goalkeeper, Jonathan David, Maxim de Kuiper, let's see, Nuno Mendes, some Lavaja. There's some quality pieces here. David Soria, some quality pieces in here that you could win. Of course, Savarino, we're talking about him earlier, Pavard. There's a bunch of recognisable names here. Hoiberg, there are Carter Vickers. You know what I mean? Jesus, Barkas is there as well. Loving life. So yeah, I think that kind of holding yourself back on scarcity for kickoff shouldn't really be. It's more like aim for this, I think, is then your goal, if that makes sense. And then you're playing this until you get the goalkeeper. Maybe you win it, like we just seen there from the tier 1 pool. Maybe even the tier 2 pool, you could definitely get an out of favour goalkeeper that's maybe a rubbish team and is very cheap on the market, or one that's like in a depressed situation but is going to go on loan, or is going to have a free transfer in the summer or something, you know. And then when the time comes, you're then just the goalkeeper activator away. Boom, you're in 240, fighting here for thresholds, fighting for even more of the same stuff, if not better stuff, you know, against stars and blah, blah, blah. So I think for rare, that was a great question, by the way, from whoever dropped it in, but for rare kickoff, in terms of when you're ready, I would more think about, it's not being ready to play this, but it's more, am I going to get myself ready to play this division? Because this will require a goalkeeper as well as the rares. And you will be sacrificing a limited goalkeeper in terms of utility. You know, you could play him in a limited division. So to play this will also require a goalkeeper. Either one you've got already, of course, like I say, opportunity-wise, you're not going to play somewhere else. You're going to play it here to try and win one of 37 probably rubbish enough rares with some coins or whatever, you know. So this isn't worth aiming for. 220 is worth aiming for by comparison. So I'd probably more give you that as the answer, buddy, if that's okay. There's only 40 likes here, guys. I hope you aren't not having a good time. I hope you're having good fun. Please do let me know. I'm going to close that poll off now. It's been going for kind of long enough. And we'll see what division you guys think we should be aiming for, okay? Actually, I'll give you that as final warning, okay? So please do drop a like on the video, guys. I'm going to close the poll, and we're at stream time at the moment as I look at it is 42:25, right? I'm going to give it until 45 minutes. So we'll give it 2.5 minutes just so then you guys can hear it. I know you've heard it. You've had time to go and do it. Go and like the video. Go and vote on the poll. And then you can put your phone back in your pocket or move to the other web page, whatever it is you're up to. Weasel Mount is a Friday guy for his lineups. Love it. There's a bunch of stuff going off in the live chat. Jack Dungalf, good to see you. Going to be a grind over the season, I reckon, for a ticket. So I say about 50 to 100,000 points for a ticket. Hundreds of thousands of points for a ticket. Interesting. Maybe well could be, by the way. Very well could be. Very well could be. That's a great comment. I'm glad I caught that. 10k for merch. Okay, 10,000. Interesting. 100k can be a VIP ticket. 40k for merch is Monkey's guess. 50,000 for anything half decent, says Charlie Dunbar. 20k for a ticket. 35k for two, says Jonathan Gargi. Some interesting takes up here for sure. I'm glad I caught some of them before I scrolled down. Jerm, I made a spreadsheet for kickoff yesterday. 405 points for rare 50 bonus is averaging a tier 2 score since game week 339. Yeah, I don't think that's so much effort for so little back. Aim for 220 is more that kickoff is a stepping stone division. You know, that's all that's meant to be. It's getting you ready to go up. And it's a wee bit different, obviously, at super rare and unique level, because the actual economics and the infrastructure that goes around that is a much more of a, you know, pause for the cause. It's probably the best way of putting it, sorry. Probably getting tougher with MLS and Asia returning. Yeah, it will get tougher, right? But the reward pools are bigger. And now with some of the Korean stuff that's been going on over the last week, like I don't think anyone that holds Korean cards is playing them if they don't play Friday without, or even Saturday or whatever it is, without a degree of confidence. That's us. We're 30 seconds. I'll close the poll. So I'm not too sure. Like Cecina's a major nerf now. All of a sudden, I would imagine. I think people will still put him in teams, but he's got a low cap, so he's probably going to go in non-mad powered divisions like All-Star Rare Pro or anything. 20 seconds and we'll close. 15 seconds and we'll close the poll. So yeah, it's kind of one of those ones. And if you've seen, like, I've tried not to do it too much on this stream. I did it a little bit in the members stream, but if you see the quality of teams I'm putting out, and and I'm not in it, gallery's way more powerful than me, but it's a bloodbath this time of year, in that sense, and that's when it's the most fun, and that's when the drama on the pitch is its most. So let's see. Wow, cap 270 and 240. Got 2/3 of the vote. Do you think you could get swapped on K-League rewards? I think you probably could, but I think once they do it, it becomes a precedent, and then that's probably not something they want to lay down, so probably not, actually. I think it's one of those work in progress situations. Maybe they'll just stop issuing them as rewards. Better safe than sorry, I suppose. Give me a City badge. I'll pay 100,000 points for that. I'm only avoiding K-League if their game is Sunday. Should I be worried about Saturday as well? Looking for food? I'm not too sure. I think it's like a 48-hour turnaround, and I think it was just the late kickoffs that got decisive actions only. So you're better checking out Discord, mate, to be honest. Do you think you could get... No, I've just said that, sorry. Very interesting to see how much these XP boosts are in the club shop. Now, the first thing I thought about, and again, long-standing subscribers of the channel will know, like, one of the favourite games I've got on my PlayStation is Rainbow Six Siege. And one of the things you can buy in their little club shop is like a booster, and it's to get more of their little coins so that you can unlock other operators, which are, you can probably imagine quite easily what they are, kind of thing. And Rainbow is so much fun. Anyway, but I've maybe bought those boosters like 2 or 3 times. And when it comes to SO5, I can imagine... Guys, let's check this out, right? I did this on the member stream. There's a good amount of these here. If you have not liked the video yet, get ready, right? So I'm going to give you a reason. I'm going to give you a reason to like the video. Some of you guys who are here for the member section will have seen this already, right? So it's no big shakes for you. But when you pick up a big card, when you pick up a card and you're like, oh, I cannot wait to get this guy into a game week, having up your sleeve a wee renown boost, a wee XP boost, a wee thing where you can apply it to a card and fire them up 5 levels and get them ready straight away for the game week or something. It's going to be way fun. And FC Barcelona has reacquired Memphis Depay. So I would love to do that with a card like this. I'm in negotiations to try and get my OG Memphis back before you ask. But I did see Memphis in that shirt get some decisive actions this time-ish last year. Game week 250, me, Hendo, John Nellis, and a few other lads that went with us as well. So glad to get him back in. Won't go into the details around that. It's not for today, right? But that training boost is going to be so valuable for like yourself, for you knowing I've got that up and I'm saving up for this card, or you win a reward and it's a pure beast and you just, whatever it might be. Or even some of these strategies that we've seen with like the cards that retain their season bonus. If you're picking up one of them and you're losing the transfer penalty, having something that can just fix that for you is going to be magic for some of you, and pain for some of us, pain for the ones that don't get it. Please check out Alex Suarez from Las Palmas and Joseph Okpuma for Ghent. I got one this week, hopefully long my high tier 2. I don't like the XP boosts unless it gets you above the cap. It feels like it devalues all the training I did for holding cards. I think it definitely has devalued training, right? But I think they're keeping it away from 240 now to see if the 240 can survive without it. But I do think that's a card they've got up their sleeve that they would use to fix 240 if they think or they believed 240 could use a fix. So I like that it's in 270. I like it it's still in all the regions and all stars and pros and all that good stuff. I don't mind it not being in 220. And 240, I think, is the only division where it's really like, bummer. Kickoff, is it in Kickoff? XP and stuff? I can't remember now. Is the XP in Kickoff? You can check that out, I suppose. Let's check. So let's see. Kickoff, do we have XP? Do we have XP in kickoff? No, just rare captain. Of course, yeah, it's just rare captain. And our scarcity above captain, of course. Doi. Of course, Mikey Basson, they cannot not do K-League rewards because then there's been nothing for Asia at the moment, you're right. Great game. What a time that was. Weasel Mount XP boost, it was bloody brilliant, wasn't it? On your all-around gods sounds like the way to go. Yeah, it definitely could be. If the XP boosts were a one-time thing, then they go the next game week. That would be better. So it just counts for one game week. Ah, okay. Sam, I seen you were here, buddy, but I seen you were here earlier. I want to catch your first comment. Good afternoon. Oh, that's what it was. Fist bump, Sam. I seen you, buddy, but the chat ran away from me. Thanks a lot for joining, Sammy boy. Good to see you in the house. Matt McCann, I see you as well. Dean F, I see you. Fist bumps to you guys. Thanks a lot for joining us on the road to glory. Now, we've kind of decided on some strategy, guys. We're going to stay in the cap divisions, okay? So I'll come back to that in a second. No XP in kickoff, Sammy boy. Thanks for catching us there. Just captain. Got any gems up your sleeves, Quinny? I need some under 45 points from a 240 cap, around a tenner to spend. We can definitely get into that stuff in a moment, okay? But what I'm trying to iron out now, okay, is the strategy that we've got, because we have just decided by public vote on the Road to Glory series that we will be aiming for the cap 270. Now, going for that this week is no problem, because as we've just seen when we did the dry run there, everything fitted into place absolutely perfectly with our favourite selections, our best players, high XP cards, all the rest of it. Who would we want to captain? Was and Rio are both away. Ferro is at home. Magno is away. So I don't know. Let's you guys can decide who will be captain, right? Let's do the captain shout now. Start a poll. Who are we going to captain? I'm going to give you as many options as I can. If we can get 5, I'll give you the option to add the goalkeeper as well. But I think we can only get 4. Yeah, we can only get 4. So unfortunately, there's going to be no option to captain the goalkeeper, okay? So it'll be Ferro, Rio. Oh, nice short names. Was. And Magno. Who do we captain? Poll's open. We'll leave that poll open for a few minutes, okay? So now what that does is it gives us extra people, right? So if we're going to play as cap mode, I think holding on to Deliver, or maybe Eze. I think holding on to Eze is maybe worthwhile, because he seems to be quite cap friendly along with Abada. So yeah, I would probably want to hang on to Eze. Right, okay, so I think, guys, to be honest with you, we could probably dispense with Kasan Wurjo, Nemeka. What if Ferro gets injured or something? We could always get another defender in it. Yeah, I'm not worried about what spots get vacated, I guess. So Deliver, Nemeka, and Kasan Wurjo we could give away today, guys. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll do one of them. We'll do one of them in the chat, okay? In the actual chat that's with us today. How will we do them? I want to give these ones away just for you guys that are here today now with us, okay? So let's start, right? So Kasan Wurjo is probably the lowest value at the moment because he's a young prospect who's not getting game time at the moment. So if you want to win that, we'll draw that at the end of the stream. That'll be the last. We'll do all the giveaways at the end of the stream itself. But if you could, so for the Kasan Wurjo, we'll give him away via Twitter, okay? So if you're on Twitter, all the rest of it, go over to @Quinny3001, find this tweet here and give it a bit of love, and like and a retweet. Let people know we're here doing strategy chat and beginners stuff and all that fun stuff. You're having a great time, and we're getting set up for a beast of a weekend for the Road to Glory. And we'll do a random giveaway, and we'll give away the Kasan Wurjo for that. You guys in here will give away one of the goodies, right? We'll give away one of the better. So who would you, that'll be the next poll then, okay? Who would you guys in here want to win, Nemeka or Deliver? That'll be the next vote. So we've only got 28 votes on the captain choice, guys. We only have 56 likes. There's over 100 of you here. I need you to come in and help my brother out here. Come on. Can we get the likes past 70? Can we get over 70 likes? It would be a big help. Thank you very much if you can do that for me. It means the world. I hope you're having fun today with me. But we'll decide next. Once we've done the captain, we'll then decide on what card you guys in the chat would rather win. Would it be Deliver or would it be Nemeka? Okay, we'll decide that. We'll do a live chat giveaway for one of them, and then I'll need to think of an alternate way. We could maybe even do one for after we've been live, and I can give that away on Friday. Yeah, so that's what we'll do. We'll do one for if you've watched the show live, and one if you've caught the show after we've been live. And the one if you catch the show after we've been live, we'll do the announcement for that or whatever on the deadline stream on Friday with me and Harry Trades. That sounds fun and organised and like I planned it, doesn't it? We're at 36 votes, 37 votes for the captain choice. That is flying up, guys. I think there's a wee time delay, obviously. So over 110 of you here, guys. Can we get the likes over 70? It would mean the world. The Twitter is at Quinny3001. It's on screen, just below my face right now. At Quinny3001. And yeah, it looks a little bit like this. Yeah. Cool. So we'll do the Cast and Virgil for Twitter. Once we finish off the captain, right? So we've got 45 votes on captain. I'd like to get over 50 votes on captain. 65 likes. Thank you very much, guys. Can we get to 70 or above? We've got 45 votes. Can we get up to 50 votes on the captain here? Who do we want to captain this week? Ferro is at home to Lokomotiva Zagreb. Rio Hatate is away to St Mirren. Was is away to Lyngby or something like that. I think they're rubbish. And Magno is away to Chicago. And Magno normally does, NYC versus Chicago is normally a goal fest in my experience of being a New York fan. What is the tweet? The one for this stream today, live and loud, there's a wee fist bump on it. I think I've had it on screen. There's a time delay, so you've probably seen it. But I'll put it back on screen one last time. This one here, Road to Glory, live in 30 minutes. See you there. Bang. That's the one to give a bit of love to. Nole, good to see you, my man. Fist bump. I think, Nole, were you in here recently? I can't remember. Ferro, Korean Games. What is your opinion on Pro Limited Leagues? Is it worth putting good players in those for only 200 rewards? Torador, that's a great question. And I tell you what, I'll close. We're at 50 points. So Torador, I'll come back to that in a second, right? But let's close this poll off, okay? We've got past 50 votes. Thank you very much to everyone that voted. Who do we captain? End poll. Who do we captain? The winner was Rio Hatate on 36%, Was on 30%, Ferro on 25%, and only Magno on 7%. So we're going to captain Rio. Captain Rio Hatate gets locked in for the game week. And boom, bussing. That is a brilliant Cap 270 team. So any card that this wins, we give away to you guys. So we're going to be right in amongst it. Top 1,200, I think, should be a foregone conclusion for a team of this standard, to be quite frank. We'll be getting those coins, which would be cool for me. If we could get into the upper echelons, if we can break top 40, not only will I be giving away Star Limiteds, but we'll be giving away some rares. So I think this is a boss team that could really kill 270. We could be giving away rares and Star Limiteds, guys. I hope you are able to cheer this team on as strongly as you cheer on your own teams. Hoops winners, fist bump. Good to see you, my man. Thanks for joining us. So yeah, really excited about that. And right, okay, so that's the next one, right? So the next poll that we'll do in the chat with you guys, okay, is who in the live chat would you want to win, right? For being here live and loud with us today. Would you want Deliver or would you want Nemeka? And it is Felix. Chat giveaway. Yeah. Chat giveaway. Awesome. 69 likes. I love that, guys. But come on, let's get it over 70. So, who would you guys in the chat want to win, Nemeka or Deliver? Now, Nemeka is an under-23 mid who is just returned from injury and hasn't really broke back into the team yet, but I think he will. He's very good, high prospect player. And would you cry it? Deliver, as you've seen earlier in the profile, Deliver is a powerhouse, solid challenger defender. Really, he's always going to get you around the 50 mark or so. It won't break a team, won't necessarily make a team either, but gets you going, you know. And if you guys are playing 220s or even 240, you know, it could be a really good 240 card. If you need just a solid guy, 50 points on the board-ish, you know, he's your man. You're going to get more involved in SKC since they are also the hoops. New Jersey is officially called Hoops 4.0. SKC, but Sporting Kansas is not New Jersey. You're confusing me with that, Joe Ducey. I'm going to be doing a lot more MLS this season because I've got like basically, I think the way NYC season is going to go, and I've got basically the whole squad at this stage. I will probably be running NYC in 240 all season, I feel like. So I'll be watching every NYC game I possibly can. I'll try and do some live watch along stuff as well because that'll be good fun for them when that goes on. I do have Johnny Russell, so when he's playing, yeah, I can get behind SKC and their hoops. Of course I can. Been watching Johnny Russell and a few other guys over the last couple of years do good at Kansas. But yeah, don't know about the New Jersey reference. That's confused me. Oh, David Lupu, you're on your break. Love it, my man. Thanks for joining us. I currently have a small £200 portfolio. Do you think it could be effective to buy one very good squad of America or buy multiple average teams? At XM, in terms of Road to Glory stuff, right, I would rather have like a single-minded approach. Me personally, I just like focusing on the thing that I know I'm going to enjoy the most and is going to tick the most boxes for me. I can have fun with it. I can get players that I know and enjoy or are under the radar. That's what I'm all about. Or they're big, high-powered names. Maybe they're undervalued. I'm all about that. And I would mainly focus on that. So whether it is an America team or average European teams, I wouldn't get average European teams because, like, if you're talking about one or buy multiple, don't buy multiple average. Just get less good. But keep it good. If you look at this Road to Glory team that we've built on the club, you can go and check out all the videos. I've profiled hundreds of players on this series already, and these are the players we've ended up with over different considerations on price point. All these guys have been mad cheap when we've picked them up as well. We're now looking at the club in a sense of, great, we've got a nice little roster on the go here. It's a wee bit prohibitive for us to play semi-pro, which I think we could make a great use out of on the Road to Glory series for giveaways and stuff like that, of course. But even if I was a new player account, like maybe many of yous, having one boss team that I'm really happy to run in, and we've made the decision that we're going to flip between 270 and 240 with the kind of base cards we've got at the moment, and with the excess spots in the club that we're going to get from this little giveaway we'll do today, the Kasan Warjo, the Deliver, and the Felix Nemeka, we can get in a a champion card or two, hopefully, that can facilitate some semi-pro action. Because I just think that is probably the most fun and engaging way. Like, I had a pal over at the weekend in here, and we were doing some fun stuff, just watching football, and we end up putting on some ACCAs, right? Now, I put on an in-play bet in the Celtic Rangers game. I put on... I was so close. I won't go into the whole story because it's a wee bit of a degen moment. But I put on a little bet. I was going to put on a big bet. But I put on a little bet that Celtic would score between the 45th and 65th minute. And we did. Yeah. The great aplomb. But anyway, it gave me a real stark reminder of what it's like to be an habitual gambler, and that's not a bad thing. It's just like you gamble every weekend, you gamble once a month, you gamble once a year or whatever it is. But when your habitual gamble is like a wee ACCA on the football over the weekend, going through all the results, pick a wee overs, pick a wee home win, pick a wee BTS both halves or whatever, you're after the payoff of that guy did come in this week or whatever. And again, like the amount of people that spend money on coupons, like £10, £20, £30. I was close to spending a lot of money by coupon standards on a single, because that's just the way my betting's evolved over my lifetime, and I'm not encouraging that or saying that's a worthwhile strategy, as it were. But I know from other times gone by, like hundreds of people put on a fiver, tenner, couple of quid every weekend or whatever, right? Save a couple of them up. Some people put on 20, 30, 40, 50, £100 a weekend on coupons. But if you're building your little common teams and you then see, do you know what, by the way, that limited's only 20 quid. And if I had him as my captain, winning these 200 cards, Torador was talking about this earlier, it's up to 300 now, actually. It's up to 300 now, guys. Look at that. It's up to 300 in the amateur. And the semi-pro is at 200. It still says here, it's only the Prem. The Prem has went up to 300. Interesting. So let's see the Prem semi-pro. La Liga 222. Prem semi-pro 200. Yeah, so the Prem amateur's got another 100 cards added on. That's a nice little detail that's maybe went under the radar. Where's the semi-pro for the Prem? This is the pro. Where's the semi-pro? I can't find it. I'm losing my marbles. I am losing my marbles. France La Liga, Premier Pro, Premier. Oh Jesus, sorry guys. I suppose even coming into this division, it's just less of a competition in terms of less people that you're against. And if you're going to get that clutch decision, you can break top 50 in this and get a much better card than in terms of a clutch play, because you can obviously manipulate your commons with the swaps that are available and mitigate against what you don't have. And then, like I say, it's like picking your battles and getting them in. But then what you're hopefully getting is like good quality players, one from the Bundesliga or two from the Bundesliga, one or two from England, whatever your specialty is, whatever it is you focus on, three from Italy, whatever. But you then end up with a skeleton squad of hopefully good guys, you know? So I would more think of it in that sense rather than... let's end this vote now because it's been going long enough, I think. So we'll end this vote. So what are we going to do for the giveaway in the chat today? End the poll. Who was the winner? The Mecha on 75%. Okay, so we're giving the Mecha away to everyone watching live, and we'll come up with something for everyone who's watched this after we've been live, and we'll give away the Deliver on Friday to someone that interacts with the video today after we've been live today, because not everyone can catch it live, which is unfortunate. We're at 76 likes, guys. That is absolutely amazing. There is over 100 of you here now, which is great. Is it smarter to invest 600 in a rare or build 3 really good limited squads? Mr. Panic, what I struggle with there is the word smarter, because that is the key word in your sentence, and I really don't know how to define that in the context. I have the same question as Mr. Panic. Okay, so let's say like you guys are talking there, you had 600 quid. A rare team at the... So I liked rares better than limiteds overall. Like if you have the decision of, am I going to be a rare player or a limited player? I would very much... I would always pick rares. I would always pick rares over limiteds, okay? Now, the good and the bad thing you've got at the moment is... rare goalkeepers are always expensive, but some of them are actually ridiculously cheap at the moment comparatively in the market, even with the market being down and whatever. So maybe it's one of the easiest times to acquire a rock steady rare goalkeeper. But that aside, Cap 220 is probably the division where, again, you'll have a limited goalkeeper, you know. Now, because you're going to have a limited goalkeeper to play this division, it kind of ties back into a little bit of the rare kickoff chat we had before, right? But if you're going to come in here with a limited goalkeeper, the quality of rare that you're going to be playing with has to fit into 220, which is quite lean, especially if you've got a limited keeper that's going to be handy and probably have an L15 of 50 or so. That will leave you with 170 for 4 outfielders. And the rewards here are not overly amazing, you know. So what rares do you have? What rares do you need? What rares do you get? Yada, yada. So it's one of those ones where, again, deciding from the outset, I'm going to be a rare player. The first division you're really going to be able to attack is Cap 220. It doesn't look like a very appealing division to build a team or build a gallery towards. So if that's the kind of level of cash that you have at the moment, and that's what you see as your gallery build, if that makes sense, then I would make it more about winning, you know, being fun, you know, because in All-Star Limited, so Limited is so crowded, right? But Limiteds are so cheap. And I don't know, if you fancy that you could negotiate the market well enough and whatever, maybe Limiteds would be a good way to go with that kind of budget. You could have a lot more fun. You could get much more household names into your club, and you could watch real football, like proper football that's on the telly. You don't need to worry about picking up a foreign league or a rural territory or something, you know. But I think that's the kind of way I would think of it as, you know. Yeah, so for rare kickoff, like the video I did with Harry Trades is a great one, basically, because like that gives you a really, if you look at that Harry Trades video I did, it was on last week, check out at Harry Trades on YouTube, but it's built around a really strong limited contingent and a couple of rares that can maybe do something and be flexible with. And I would have, with that kind of budget, definitely check out the video I did with Harry. It's probably the best explainer I could have for it. But I would build that strategy with the vision of taking myself into capped 240. That would be the promised land, as it were, where I can get into the territory of a division that pays stars, that pays out a fairly generous prize pool, top 500 or so, and has ETH threshold attached to it. So I would have that vision of being a rare player, but it's understanding what you're going to need to do to achieve that. And kind of the now, like in some of these capped 270 divisions, winning good rares is maybe this is one of the places you could do it on that kind of budget, because in 270 cap, you're not going to come across an absolute monster team of, just to use all the tropes, Kimmich, Carlos Gil, Cecilia, you're not Kikuchi, and whatever. You're not going to come up against the Apex boss lineup that will be an All-Star, because in All-Star now, you also have the prize pot place pools. So I think All-Star is now the no-holds-barred division, where it is like the rough and tumble, the best players, the best cards, they come out on top. And I think 270 has that opportunity now for those squads, those galleries, they can build a team like this, and compete at the top end to try and win rares, because there is so much variety. The market's in such a good place now where you can really tailor make your guys. In that video with Harry, I did it with MLS, because MLS has just started and you can have a full season with that strategy kind of starting today. It's already started off pretty well. Obviously, Seattle doing what Seattle do. But, yeah, it's kind of where I would be at for that. Okay, thanks for the info. No problem. Do you think I have a chance of winning this way, or should I change strategy? Quinny, I have an extremely limited budget. However, I have currently bought Rafi Guerrero, Branko van de Boomen, and Patrick Chuerera. He was on a road to glory. He plays at Monza, left wing back, but he's a forward card. And Manor Solomon to play semi-pro. I love that, mate. Yeah, so Van de Boomen for Ligue 1, Rafi Guerrero is your defender in Bundesliga, Patrick Chuera for Serie A, and Solomon for the Prem. I do like that a lot. What's the division we're missing out on then? Is it Spain? I like that. Yeah. Sadeg, I think that's a great strategy, mate. I like your picks. And it's just about manipulating your commons to make sure that you've got the best picks available, It all depends on what you want from the game. BXXX cards, exactly. And I think when we see the full Club Shop 2.0, we'll have a good idea of, yielding coins, because these coins are in every division now. And sometimes, like maybe one of the questions came out there about multiple teams. If you've got multiple teams that can break 300 points, I know the top payout was 350 points, but if you've got multiple teams that can break 300 points, you can accrue coins all season to get a ticket to a game or get a signed shirt or something. For an expensive team, do you prefer a stack or top 5 players? I think ATXM, if I was going to go and build like a big team to play Cap 270, it would be similar to this. I think the main correlation that is worth having is within division. I don't think, and that's why MLS is beautiful right now. When I did the MLS one, I'm kind of going against my own kind of thing at this point, right? But when I did the MLS one, I kind of based it around Seattle. But then what I also had around that was guys out with Seattle that were standalone Apex Predators, right? And in every region, Champion America, Champion Asia, Challenger Europe, whatever, there is guys in teams and leagues that are top of the food chain caliber. Ferro could be that guy. Hatate looks to be that guy all of a sudden. We suspect Was could be that guy, whatever. But the way Sorare's built, I have the most fun picking those guys out before they come Apex Predators. I don't care where I find them, and putting them all together as a mishmash kind of jigsaw. But that's me. Friend of the show, Gaza, as well. He and many others have had great success in just stacking 20 this year. And then when 20 have hit form, they are the main beneficiaries of doing so. So it is really different strokes for different folks on that one. Bought a dodgy Iber stack for Cap 220 at the edge of my budget, but hoping I can eventually get a rare keeper. Iber are not bad, by the way, because I think I like the midfielder, and I think Iber are towards the top of the division. They're just not a high-scoring team, are they? I think that's probably the main problem with them. Gobert the Gamer, good to see you. Fist bump. Is it better to target fixtures or choose based off player ability? Now, I think, Gobert, that's a great question. Now, I think if we're talking about attacking semi-pros, you want a hybrid of both, but I would attack fixtures. Like, if you're going to get somebody for a tenner, if they're playing bottom of the league, they're starting, they take penalties, and you can get the guy for 15 quid, then do it. Because with these strategies, like, with every strategy, you only look at my channel, guys, and look at the wins I've had. You only really need a strategy to be winning once or twice a season for it to be worthwhile. Like, we won Hulsa, huge card last weekend, or the weekend before last, right? And the last huge win we had before that, maybe you could say Balikwisha. He was at first place. He should have been a bigger reward than what he was. A tier 2 for a midweek, so it is what it is, right? But after that, or before that, or whatever, you have to go all the way back to the Kyogo win, you know, in game week 298. So we're talking about over 50 game weeks, 2 really prominent wins on a laser-focused strategy like I've got. And obviously these are much bigger payouts because there's much bigger cards and other stuff's going on. And there's other wins here as well for when you fall short. Of course there is. But really, your strategy's not going to work every week. Your payoff, winning the Star Unlimited, winning the high-end Tier 1, bagging that plain rare goalkeeper out the Tier 2 pool is not going to happen every week. It is only going to happen once or twice for you to deem it a successful strategy and then evolve past it, you know? So, again, it's realizing that you only need it to happen once. And do you know what? If you can cheat code your way into it by, I've found the guy, he's got the fixture, I've got the commons in place, then yeah, pick him up, captain him, go for it, man. As long as it's within your budget. And if he was to fall by a significant amount, and, you know, if you want to have all the information available, soraredata.com is the website you want to be on. And you can put in any player. Just, I'm going to put in a Tate just because he's in my limiteds now, and that's who we're talking about a little bit. But like, you can go in and look at their price and see what they've been at for the last month or so. And if you're thinking, oh, do you know what, Tate, I really want to buy him for 40 quid, that's where he's at now. Be prepared for him maybe being 20 quid, you know, after this weekend, because maybe not Tate specifically, but maybe anyone you're looking at has a bit of that fixture built into their price. So do have buyer beware on that side of things and understand that. But outside of that, then targeting fixtures, no problem at all. But if you're going to target the fixture, there has to be a good player. So both those things are kind of present. I also think it depends. I won Karim Adeyemi Limited last night, Red Devil. I seen that, by the way. Fist bump, well done. He is injured for 3 weeks. I really like Adeyemi, mate. The problem I've got with swaps is you don't know what you're going to get. And if it is only a 3-week thing, Adeyemi, I think he's a killer. I think he's really good. Do you like Adeyemi? Would you want a fit Adeyemi? It's kind of really the question. Does WAS only have 3 fixtures left? No, that division splits. They play bottom half v top half to decide some stuff. So he's got more fixtures than what is currently displayed. Gobert the Gamer, no problem, my man. GG to you. Magic, guys. So we've laid out the team. Right, excellent. So we're going to give away now in the live chat. Now, I had a great question last week that was a lot of fun. And I think we'll stick along the same kind of vein, okay? So, this is going to be a big number as well. Now, we have just built the Road to Glory team for Cap 270. I want you guys to tell me the number of the combined... I'm going to need to get the answer myself up here. The combined total number of those 5 players' serial number. So don't do 1,000, okay? But it's their number of 1,000. All 5 of them, I want you to add that up. And it's the first person in the live chat with the right answer will win the Nemeka. I've got the answer here. Only 81 likes. Come on. It says 80 on my screen, by the way. Can we get to 100 likes, guys? I would love that very much. But let's go for it, guys. What is the total? They're limiteds, guys. They're limiteds. The 5 serial numbers combined. What is the right answer? I don't think you're going to get it with potluck. You will need to probably go into my gallery and check the cards out and try and work it out. The cumulative total of all 5, that Cap 270 limited team that we just built for the Road to Glory. What is it? What is the total numbers? A lot of numbers firing off. I don't think I've seen the right answer yet, by the way. I might need to redo... I will redo my maths before I come in to check for the correct answer. And at the end of the stream as well, we'll give away Kasan Wurjo from the Twitter giveaway. So if you haven't got involved in that, make sure to go to @Quinny3001. It's just, it's there. See it there? There. It's there. Quinny3001 on Twitter. The last tweet talking about the stream we're doing today, do a retweet and a like and all that good stuff. And one person at random will get Kasan Wurjo Limited as well. A lot of numbers have came in. What I believe to be the right answer, I have now seen it. It's now coming out from a few people. What I believe to be the right answer has now came out. I'm now going to double check my maths. And I'm going to find the first person that comes out. So we'll put it on screen for you now. Okay. So we had Etienne Vassin, 94. We had Ferro, 246. We had Rio Hitate, 369. We had Was 169 and Talus Magno 26. All those numbers are of 1,000. That's their serial number. It's in the top right or top left of the card. Top left, yeah. And that is a cumulative total is 904. So I'm going to scroll back and I'm going to find the first person that gave us a 904 and we'll ship out the Talus Magno to you. So a lot of numbers, they felt random. They felt random, you know. Thanks, Quinny. 100% would want a fit Kareem. Yeah, same. I would too. I love Kareem Adeyemi. I think he's top notch. I think there's just a lot of random numbers coming in here. It's not like guess the jelly bean count in the jar kind of thing, you know. Some really close ones there. J Vic with 971. You must have had a 976. Oh, you must have had something just a little bit wrong, or maybe you forgot the team. J Vic, you had like 3 attempts really quickly here, but the first person to get it right was Dylan. Dylan 904, just before Mr. Panic's 445, and just after Miguel Nuno Borges Vigo's 469. But I've got you down. Dylan has been the first 904. So Dylan, you need to now tell me your Sorare club, and I need to see it's the same YouTube account, and I'll ship that Felix Nemeka to you right now. And then the 904s. The first one I actually seen was Show Shix and Sam Egan. They both came in back to back, and I was like, oh, that's so tight. And both of them got it right. But actually, Dylan was a couple of clicks ahead of yous. Well done, everyone, by the way. Did anyone else get it right? Yes, Rico Man, BXXX cards both came in right together with the correct answer also. And so did Torador. Well done for getting it right. Sebastian Hansen, well done to you. Borges 940, you put, buddy, a wee bit late as well. Mika Rashford, you got it right also. And Mikey Basson, Matt McCann. A lot of heroes, a lot of legends. Joe B, welcome to the FC Barcelona Foundation. Oh, guys, by the way, there's plenty of you here. Listen to this, guys. Some of you that have been here for ages will know, huge fans of this channel. Fanatics.com, the biggest merchandiser in the world of sports goods, baseball, basketball, football, all the MLS kits, all the European kits, all the training gear, all the tracky tops, all that stuff. They love the channel, Quinny 3001, and they give me a little link for any of you guys that are after gear. So I've actually got some great discount codes, and they're in the description of this video along with instructions. So they're the discount codes are there for the rest of the week. If you're interested in getting any, if you're going to get any stuff anyway, then check out down below the description of the video all the discounts. Some of them have got free shipping to the UK. Some of them are just massive discounts off your basket or whatever. There's also some instructions down there. So if you're interested in buying any stuff, you can support the channel directly and get yourself a huge discount from the biggest people in the world that sell all the football stuff. You know, I think they've just been bought by Disney or ESPN or something. It's the exact same like mechanism as the MLS shop, the actual official MLS shop. So it's all the real stuff, print names on the back, all the training gear, not just for MLS, but beyond that also as well. And I say it's where I get 95% of my kit from, you know. So Joe B has actually joined the foundation. He's picked up a season ticket. Thanks very much, my man. That's £1 a month, 25p a week. You can catch the member stream that happened earlier today, mate. Thanks very much for your support. I really do appreciate it. Dylan, I see your team there. Master Mayhem. That's a great name, mate. Fantastic. Oh, I can't copy it from that page. Can I copy it from... Can you ask Fanatics to send us some Tops cards? I will. Will they do that? I'll ask them. Is Tops and Fanatics together? I will definitely do that if I can. They love me. They love the channel. They want to give you guys stuff, so there's no problem with... I'll ask them. Do you think... Is that something they could do, or are you just yanking my chain? Now, if you've watched the video after we've been live, okay, we're going to give you Deliver. One of you's Deliver, okay? Now, what question could we have for the folks in the comments section after we've been live? We're going to need to... Alright, we'll get right answers, and then I'll draw a ballot or something. No, we'll do a random comment. That's what we'll do. We'll do a random comment on this video after we've been live, okay? So what I want you to let me know in the random comment selector, right? And I will be strict with this like John does, right? If it's not in line with what the question is. Excellent. I'll give you... No. How about we just do it normal road to glory? That's it. We'll give away the Deliver on Friday to someone that comments on this stream after we've been live. Normal Road to Glory stuff, but it doesn't matter about your selection. As long as it is a nomination, I'll pull it out at random, and a random person will win, even if it's a selection that we don't preview or look at or whatever. The Deliver. So we'll give that away to someone that watches us after we've been live as well. Awesome. Fanatics owns them. Yeah, they're huge, man. I think that Disney just bought them or something. That's Felix Nemeka away. Lovely. And we'll give away the Twitter. I'll do the Twitter thing now as well. So our retweet picker thing. Awesome. So we'll give away the Kassan Wurjo now, guys. We're at 85 likes. Okay, there's 97 of you here still at the moment. Okay. So it should be a good amount of you here. We'll give away the one from the Twitter competition at the moment. So let's have a wee peek, and we'll do that. It's about 40 of you. Nice. Copy link to tweet. Not too many. It's good. So hopefully someone that's actually been here today is going to be one of the winners. And that's good. Load the tweet. There it's there. Don't care about picture. Continue. All of you guys are there. 38 entries. Will I give it another minute? RTG winner from last week. No, I'll give the last week's winner. I'll get something different. I want to give it to somebody that interacts with this video because the stream's been good fun today, guys. Been a great turnout in the afternoon slot. There's a bunch of you here, which is cool. I'll give this another minute. I'll actually close all this. We'll refresh it in a second, okay? So it actually says there's like 41 or something. You need to make sure you follow me. I'll give this, stream time, we're at 1 hour 25 as I see it, okay? Who knows what it'll be by the time you see it, but let's say in 5 minutes we'll do the Twitter giveaway. You need to follow me, drop a wee like and a retweet or whatever. And I think we can just kind of round up the stream that we've got today. Nemeka's on his way out, of course. And yeah, we can kind of round everything up. I'm trying to think what else we were meant to cover today. So we did the strategy. We've done the giveaway. I've also got some cards to pull in, right? So I've still got the preview and stuff to do. But I think I will be recording all that. But I think we'll have like a jam-packed bumper episode next Wednesday. Like a proper big baddie one. And what I'll do between now and the deadlines, I'll maybe try and use a wee bit of my own nous and maybe plug in a wee limited here and there for some of the semi-pro divisions in the aid of winning more cards to give away to you guys, and maybe those cards can be the giveaway for something else as well. So should do gallery reviews. Viewers send in usernames. So 99 Bambo, that's kind of what we do in the member section, buddy. It's £1 a month, 25p a week, or £2 a month, 50p a week, depending on if you want to come into the Telegram group that I run. It's just like WhatsApp, but it's called Telegram, and all that good stuff. And again, if you are interested in supporting the FC Barcelona Foundation, my club, the channel here, and you want your gallery review, do you want me to build your teams and stuff, the link is in the description in this video, so you can join the member section as well as a little explainer video that can help you get stuck in with that as well. Demi, people with Zenit squads are back. Now, yeah, this game week is going to be a bloodbath, guys. I've said that already because everything is on. Russia's also back now. We've also got Asia. We've got all of America. We've got all of Europe. Everything is on. It is going to be an absolute bloodbath this week. And that's why it has got to be survival of the fittest. You've got to pick your number one best team and then work out the best place to put that, in my opinion, without compromise. Because in game weeks like this, you know, I'm loving Laird's show, by the way, Rabbit Hunting, I think he's called it. But you guys have seen enough stuff with me in the past, especially longer standing viewers, maybe less so recently, I suppose. Yeah, I suppose when you get back to that. But normally what I'll do when I'm reviewing my game week and I'm going back and looking at the scores or whatever, I can see quite clearly where the winning team was and how I never put it together. And that's something I always kind of look at. And that's how I try and deliberately build my teams from the outset. So, you know, I think that's the way I would really recommend everyone and anyone goes, because you want your biggest team pulling the weight for you, and then if everything else falls apart, you kind of knew it was going to happen already anyway. How many guys do you really have that have got a great fixture? How many guys do you really believe are going to score a goal this week? How many goalkeepers are actually going to keep a clean sheet, you know, and be real and be straight with it? Get your best team picked, even if they're all under 23 in Champion Europe, and then one guy is from Japan and it like annoys you or something. Do it, play it in Cap or All-Star or something. Bit late, Dimmy, that's no problem, my man. Great stream, James Gilfillan. I'm glad you think so, my man. There you go then. Is Diablo YouTuber Quinn69 your brother? No. You look like, and your similar usernames. No, I've never heard of him. I'm definitely not my brother. Was doing great. First one on the road to glory. It was a great pickup, wasn't he? Absolutely great. So yeah, we'll do the Twitter giveaway now. Okay, so maybe there's more of you got involved in that. I'm going to go and set it up. So this is really last orders now, guys. Okay, retweet competition picker. And then here we go. I don't care about profile picture. Must follow. Probably. I've not put that in, right? But I've got a feeling because last time the numbers were different. That must be what it is. So make sure you follow me to make sure that you are in it. Because it will glitch out maybe if you're not a follower. You run that risk. Excellent. More entries now. Beautiful. So this is for the Kasan Wurjo. You can see a lot of legends here already. Can we see you all? Let's see you all. There we are. There's all the legends that took part in the Twitter portion of this. So thank you very much. And for anyone as well on Reddit, please check out Sorare TV on Reddit and give that a little follow and a wee upvote and all that good stuff as well. Love to see all the heroes and legends here. Brilliant. So we can do the giveaway for the Kasan Wurjo from this here. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Kasan Wurjo. Ace Boogie. Good to see it. DMs are open. Love it. Kasan Wurjo, congratulations. Kasan Wurjo winner. Magic. And we'll get that sorted in due course. Love it, guys. I've had a great time. I'm happy to hang out and shoot the breeze with yous for another little minute or two. What are the Road to Glory suggestions this week? SR Monkey, I've done the pre-analysis on the Road to Glory suggestions, and there was over 50 this week, and they were all it was a bit of a pick and mix on profile, quality, price, a lot of different ones as well. I liked your one, SR Monkey. You were coming in for an enabler, if I remember your comment correctly. So we're going to have a bumper episode for that next week because I wanted strategy to be the main focus, I think, looking at this game week because of where we've built and looking at what could be here, because I want this Road to Glory to start winning cards to give you guys, and strategy, I want that to be as key of a part to this series as the actual scouting for players part, So I want us to be winning some good stuff. I think we're well set up for this week, and if this is a strategy we're now going to lean into with the core pieces that we've got and we will come to get, then I'm really excited about the stuff we can win. I think we've got really good cards and really good fixtures, and even when we shed ourselves of the loose ends, I don't think Ezzy's on to play this weekend, so probably not him, but Kostic and maybe one or two others we could pick up could do is pretty good in semi-pro. Again, just for some stuff we can give away to you guys as well, Do you think Birigiti will start for Dundee United? I actually seen somebody say in the comment section that Bill Hamid has showed up at Dundee United. So if he has, I think Birigiti is bombed out and might go back to Australia. Hopefully he goes into Korea or Japan, or SO5 scoring. I think that's all you care about. But with him being in Australia international, elect, I think he's number 2, isn't he, or number 3? He will want to keep playing. Hope he goes to Scandinavia. Those kind of guys can go to Scandinavia and do pretty well. That might be a pick, by the way. Because we've seen Connor Hazard from Celtic go to Helsinki. Was is playing right back at the moment. Good to hear. Maeda to start this weekend. Red Devil? I think so. Daichi Kamada. Keep Kamada. He's going to Dortmund. Keep. He's top quality. When will Oscar Glick become available? Yuri, you're not the only one wanting to know that. We've got his picture now on Sorare. He has been pictured. Oscar Glick has been pictured. So if you're after this, Wonder Kids, he has been pictured. He's now on the platform somehow, some way. Not get any cards yet, but they'll be coming. He's a midfielder as well, which is what you want to see. That's interesting. I've liked and retweeted and followed, but couldn't see my name in that list. Oh, no way, Liam King. You joking? Sorry, man. I can't explain it. I'm sorry, man. GG to everyone. Well done to all the giveaway winners. Billy Gitty question. Yeah. Awesome possum. So good strategy stuff for the Road to Glory season. Looking forward to the shop 2.0 for selfish reasons and for, you guys as well, because I love getting tickets and stuff like that. But it'd be great to see all you guys getting access to cool stuff as well and all the rest of it. So I'm looking forward to everyone getting... I can't say enough, by the way, Joe B and everyone else that's got the support of the channel here. Ship out Talis Magno. Oh, I crapped my pants there. There's a comment there, and I thought I gave away the Talus Magno rather than the Mecha. I absolutely bricked it. I think I had a slip of the tongue earlier, and that's what you're referring to. But I absolutely bricked it there. Yeah, Joe, thanks very much. I really appreciate the support. I've had good fun today. I had great fun in the morning show with the members as well. That was a great one. And I've had great fun today as well. Kind of impromptu. And I had this kind of... I had this kind of idea for how I wanted the show to go. And I was like, no, just do the video because then we can profile players still, because it sounds like Sorare Monkey and maybe a few other scouts and managers from around the world love their weekly dose of cheap, undervalued Sorare players. But, you know, we can always do that in a bumper episode this week. Strategy is just as important as target acquisition, you know. And, you know, as much as it's fun profiling players and buying players and all that fun stuff, we do need to get a strategy and a plan laid out and deploy and execute. Brian David has joined the foundation. Thank you very much, Brian David. James Sands back to New York City. Is that confirmed? Let me know. But Brian David, thank you very much. Really, welcome to the club. Really appreciate your support. Now that you are members, well, Brian, you're a foundation member, so you're paying £2 a month. You can get access to the Telegram group. When you go on to the channel main page, let me just get this open. When you go onto the channel main page, you hit on the membership tab, and then you can scroll back and you'll see a link to the Telegram group. You come into the Telegram group and it's like a message board situation. Go right the way to the top of the message board and there's a link to the actual chat where we're all in there. That's £2 a month, 50p a week. The member streams are all there. You can check out all the old content. Same with Joe B, who got his season ticket today. The season ticket just gets you access to all the streams. That's £1 a month for 25p a week. And I say, as soon as you're a member, you can go and watch all the old stuff. It is by far and away the best value for money paywall Sorare thing out there. I don't care what anyone says. For £1 a month, for £2 a month, you can go and check out all this stuff. It goes way back, and some of the old stuff is better than the new stuff, in my opinion, you know. So anyway, hours of content there. Hours of it, and hours of it every week and every month, you know. So it goes a long way supporting the channel. I cannot sincerely thank from the bottom of my heart enough everyone that does take up the memberships and the foundation memberships. It means a lot. And thanks very much, Brian. Thanks very much, Joe B, for today as well. And the guys earlier also today. Thanks very much. When's the next Road to Glory when you look at our selections? I might even just record it and get it out this week as well. If he's are that desperate for it, Aaron Phillips and SR Monkey. But I thought we could maybe have a Mama Jamma episode next week with the suggestions that will come into this. Because not too many. I know we're doing a giveaway, right? But I don't think we'll get that many on this video after we've been live to enter the giveaway for the Deliver that we just set that we'll give away on Friday for the live deadline stream. And we've got 50 from last week, so that's a good number to have a bumper episode out of. I think we'll probably get an hour 30 or 40, I would imagine, in this. And then once we've got that number, we can then get some really good selections and we can have a big bumper episode to make up for it if these are missing it this week. Maybe I can have a little episode go out over the weekend or something. I'm not too sure. I'm going to the Aston Villa game at the weekend, so we'll see how it all pans out. Just curious. Okay, no problem. That's fine. Bumper episode next week then. As long as I'm not letting anyone down. That's the one thing I'm cautious of here. But Mikey Basson is saying James Sands back to New York City. So looks like he is done with his Rangers hell. He's probably thought that League Cup final is the last opportunity to get a medal at Rangers, eh? And he's just been done out of here. So what did he pick up? A runners-up medal in the Europa League, and that was it. Oh, well, James. Could have told you that when you went to Rangers. You should have phoned me, James Sands. I would have told you, mate. Don't go there. It won't work out well for you. You played you in the wrong position, and you're not there for that team. You should have went to Belgium or something, James Sands. But yeah, I've had a great stream today, guys. I hope you have had good fun as well. I look forward to catching you all for the deadline stream on Friday. We're recording the End Product Podcast live this week. We do it most weeks now anyway. Twitch.tv/plastician. It's spelled like Plastic Ian. You'll find Stish everywhere. Tony's back on the show this week. That's an early live record. We're doing the deadline show on Friday with Harry. And what's out tomorrow? What have I got out tomorrow? Maybe I've not got anything. Maybe we could do a wee bit of RTG stuff tomorrow. Or, let me see. Is there something on the agenda for tomorrow? I forget. I'll see what's on for tomorrow, guys, anyway. But I hope you enjoy all the stuff. I hope to see you Friday for a huge week. I'll be going to Aston Villa, Crystal Palace on Saturday. It should be a huge game week. And hopefully we'll do some more live streams over Sunday, Monday or something. I'm not too sure. Because I think we could be chasing down prize pools. And I've got some interesting games on Sunday and Monday as well. Hope you've had a good time today. I can't say that enough. Have fun, guys. Good luck for the midweek if you have anything. And I look forward to catching you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.